What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze.
Woo! Hey everyone, Chris here again just to give you a couple updates on how the running's going, a few alliances I've made, a shoe review, and then I'll give a couple shout outs to those who've donated to the cause so far for ovarian cancer. First and foremost, really cool thing that happened about a week or so ago. I usually just post my run times and my miles on my Instagram stories and Facebook, and you know, those ones that you guys all annoyingly see. I always tag in the OKRA, which is the Ovarian Cancer Research Alliance, and I always tag the Human Running Potential Series and Sheep Mountain. One individual actually reached out to me via Instagram and saw that what I was doing, was really attached to it, and it was actually a member from the Alliance in the New York headquarters. I'm not gonna give his full name, but I'm gonna give a shout out to Jason here. So Jason actually reached out to me via Instagram and said, hey, let's shoot me over an email, would love to kind of understand what you're doing and to kind of talk about, you know, other things that we might have in the pipeline for you. So I reached out to Jason, emailed him saying, hey bud, thanks so much for reaching out. And it really comes down to is that Jason wants to help this grow. Apparently he really liked my story, really liked what I was doing, and wanted to help me kind of put out the biggest net, so to speak, out into the world, and just to get as many people interested in this. What Jason and I have kind of, you know, talked about over the last week or so is that he's helped me out in a lot of fundraising kind of initiatives, and he's really coaching me up. He even gave me a media toolkit, which is awesome. Thank you so much for that. And Jason actually said, if I just keep up what I'm doing, update a few things on my end, and really like expand the story, he's actually gonna have an email blast within a 40-mile radius of Denver, which is amazing, to all the people that are associated with their newsletter so they could potentially donate. And not only on top of that, they'll have dedicated social media posts with me, my ugly mug, and just a little bit of what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So thank you so much, Jason. Our connections that we've had and the help that you've been giving me, I cannot wait what we'll be able to do for the future in terms of me running this ultra and how much we can raise in donating for Ovarian Cancer Alliance. Another thing I would like to update you all on are the people who donated to the cause already. And we've already raised $352 out of the $500 goal. So I'm gonna give a shout out to those who have already donated. They definitely don't want recognition, or wasn't looking for it at least. I wanted to give them a huge thank you anyway. So Tim and Jennifer Funk, thank you so much. Megan Peters, Ryan Funk, Selena Sandoval, James Fischel, and Ryan Deanda. Thank you all so much for donating. We've already raised, like I mentioned, 350, actually 375, my math is wrong. We've already raised almost $375 for this already, and I'm gonna go to the moon on this. I know I originally said 500. I didn't know the overwhelming support that I would have immediately got from this. Knowing so, in hindsight, I would have put the bar up higher. Even when we hit that 500 mark, I want to keep going. I want to earn $1,000. That's my new goal right now, especially with working with Jason and Okra and all these email blasts and social posts. I want to earn as much as I can, and I think 1,000 is pretty appropriate. So for the next part of this video, I wanted to give an update on my running, how training's been going, and really just a couple of the trials and tribulations that I've been going through along the way. Ramping up my miles slowly and surely. I'm at the 42-mile-a-week mark right now. So I'm running about 5 to 6 days a week, if not 5, trying to get it done a little bit quicker. So I've got a new shoe, and that shoe is specifically a trail running shoe. It's a little bit sturdier, heavier than your classic running shoe, but that's essentially what you have to wear on these trails in the backcountry and the mountains, because you have so many sharp rocks, you have so many brush, and just uncultured terrain out there too. Without further ado, I actually bought the Adidas Men's Response Trail 2.0 right here. Pretty sleek design, as you can see. A little bit of an orange tail right here, which is really cool in the eyes. I'm not gonna lie, guys, the first time I actually wore these, well, it was not even on a run, it was just walking around the street, and I started feeling a pain on the outside of my left foot. And so I thought initially, okay, maybe it's just the new shoe, I just need to get used to it. I put 50 miles on these things already, and the pain has only gotten worse. So I thought it might be a foot problem. Worst case scenario here. After further investigation, I decided to take a break from these shoes because I couldn't even finish my runs, really. I switched back to my old Nike Frees. Lo and behold, no more pain. And I actually ran the fastest 7.25 lap I've ever done in under an hour without any pain. So it's the shoe. If there's anyone out there looking for trail shoes, I would not recommend this one. I know I might have different shaped feet than other people. I'd rather run without pain. Seems pretty simple, right? This one, it's comfy. I will give it that. It's really sturdy, but it's a little bit heavier. It's clunkier. I mean, even putting 50 miles on it, it never really felt like a shoe that I could reach my ideal gait and stride in. So without further ado, I think I'm just gonna return this and try to get a lighter, maybe more agile trail shoe. Just kind of hope for the best on the run. So these are gonna go back to DSW, and that's where I bought them. Just wanted to give you an update there. Other than that, running's been going great. As I mentioned before, I'm up to 42 miles a week. Within the next 2 weeks, I aim to add another 5 onto that. By the middle of May, I'll be running 50-mile weeks and taking good care of myself. Jason and I will continue talking and trying to blast this run as much as we can within the Denver area, and hopefully one day that this could become more of like a regional, cross my fingers, dare I say national news. So thank you to everyone out there that's continuing to watch these videos. Be prepared to probably receive at least one of these a week, just giving you updates along the way as I'm smashing achievements, connecting with the Ovarian Cancer Research Alliance headquarters in New York. In the meantime, please continue to donate to Okra. I'll put the link at the bottom directly to the Carla Faye Fund. As I mentioned, we have already hit around 350, 375 mark. We're aiming for 1,000 here. So other than that, thank you so much for viewing this video. Please subscribe, like the video if you'd like to see more updates on my end. I know I'm at least going to give one of these more a week until the race of October 7th. So until then, thanks so much for tuning in. Talk to you later.
Down in the deep when your brain goes numb, you